Shaker is good call.
Choose your hero.
I think that one, out of all the other options I mentioned, is just way better for the game.
Right. You looked at him.
I picked him up.
And he had a very rough streak of teams, including your own. So
yeah, I did him no favors.
Yeah,
we knew he was good back then. Like, I'll say that much. You know, give me some credit. Ollie
is gonna go down, and that'll be your first blood for Kataomi.
I'm looking at the Snapfire. High damage early support that can sync up with the Treant, try and bail out these lanes, but
he needs to do something soon. Yeah, that safe lane is struggling. So if he doesn't win this lane, he maybe needs to make the rotations happen. Q turns around, throws out a blast. Lorinov, yeah, these rotations aren't going to have the same kind of punch as they do when the Earth Spirit shows up.
I think there's another component that I like about this hero, which is we're seeing a lot of frontline spellcast brawlers.
Okay.
Centaurs, Earth Spirits, these types of big tanky heroes that go in Kunkas. The heal's really nice on them.
The blast is not going to be enough. Hit him with the double edge, but a roll in from no one might be able to collect it. No, he rolls past him and straight into the arena. Now he does manage to get off of Magnetize. It's not going to be enough damage to take out 23 Savage. Kataomi and DM on the run. They made a heavy commitment to try and kill that carry of 23 Savage. It seems like he just had too much HP, where they just completely underestimated how much 23 Savage was able to take there.
And no one just didn't see the TPs in the trees. Just goes into his own demise as they're even going to pick up Kataomi's. Done a decent amount for him in terms of keeping the Shaker's resources up on the map. Allows him to make some of these moves. Honestly, this Shaker is having a pretty good early game considering how the lane went. Even going to get to steal some stacks. This is some extra juice as long as you get out.
He is going to be caught for it, though. Kicked over his own Fissure, hit by the ensnare. Now the Eclipse is going to be put to use to quickly kill Lorenov's Shaker and try and chase for more. Now it's Aurora, who are going to be on the run with a lot of catch on the side of Cloud9. Very likely they can get multiple kills out of this one. A good spear back might be able to spare Jabs' life, but he has been slowed down to a crawl. A roll that doesn't land, but a little mini stun and a Splinter Blast slow. That'll be enough for the dive past the mid-tier 1 tower for Watson's triple kill.
This is the power of Luna. She can join anything in the early game once you have those beam points up, and at the same time you're threatening a huge amount of scale on this hero. You start losing fights to Luna, she just takes over the map. She massively outfarms you with the glaives. She takes objectives, buffs up the team. Watson is in prime carry position now. 4K gold lead, tier 1 mid dead. You're worried about the control in the fight. At some point he will have Blink, Ags, Bloodthorn, I don't know, whatever he wants.
Man, look at the efficiency here. Cloud9 stacking up in multiple areas as the 14-minute mark approaches. While they're still making plays here, no one's going to be able to roll away as the song comes out from Fishman.
Does have a shield rune.
DM, he doesn't approach, they actually wait for the curse. That's what they're going for. They do hit the arena, but inside of the arena is this eclipsed up Watson, who looks to finish off Lorinov, and he's got him dead.
Just couldn't do anything there with the Shaker.
Just kite it out constantly. They'll collect the extra kill in Ollie, who cannot run for his life. Dream Protector being far too slow for that.
Man, I always forget that that new curse has Dispel built into it. I think
Tier 1 tower off the map. And that struggle will continue as no one sets up to defend his safe lane tower and catches out the Dream Protector, who was left behind. The other two cores had already backed out. Honestly, Aurora's not even trying to get towers away. They're just trying to conserve their own part of the map as much as possible.
Did recover 23 into an okay position here, though. Like, you are not going to keep up with Watson, given the start he had and the stacks and the farming power of Luna, but Smarana's doing better than I thought he was going to be.
Stampede used, trying to chase off Lorinov. Between the stun, they do manage to get him inside the arena here, so Watson can't do any damage with his hits, and he does not opt to use the Eclipse to try and get the kill. Some kisses go out. Fishman able to dodge a little bit with the illusions. Jab's still going to try and hunt him down, though. He's got a Blink Dagger coming up, gets in melee range, hits him with a spear to finish him off.
Very nice finds from Jabs. That Blink just got delivered before that fight. Instantly gets 2 kills out of it. I mean, honestly, this is the strength of Aurora, right? Like, you can be up against...
it's not for the Luna.
Well, Naga also is good at it, although Watson gonna get jumped. I mean, he does have Aegis here.
He managed to get off the Lucent Beam first, and yeah, he's got a BKB and an Aegis. This is really just not a good target for Aurora, but if they can get the Eclipse off and still not lose anybody for it, well,
backside of the fight.
Dead. They are still going to go and engage on the rest of
got
his
a
heroes. The
nasty
curse! Right as 23 Savage was trying to go for the backline supports. He's still going for it, but now the Cold Embrace is going to bail out Kataomi, and this Mirana is in trouble now as no one's going to try and hunt him down. He got the support, that he was searching for. Kataomi finally died, but look at, DM recognizes Kataomi completely.
It's incredibly difficult to team fight into. They're going to find no one. Oh.
No one. On the high ground, spot him with the kisses. The spear goes out and does manage to stun him while keeping him there in that spot. The kisses will not be enough damage, but the Echo Slam is. And he went for Fishman too, so he's got him down to half HP. The Stampede's gonna be used in the arena. Catches Fishman before he can slip away into the river.
No one not happy about that play at all. That cliff did him no favors, just gets 5-second arrowed, and you're sitting there getting kissed on the whole duration of a song.
They are going to try and wrap around, but Watson drew an exact line of what Aurora was going to do here. They are well prepared for this move. They're going to get spotted. No one's going to break the smoke. Doesn't get hit by the arrow. Once again, another miss. Jabs BKB and instantly goes for it. Goes straight to the Luna. They have to be able to burst him down here. There's the curse and the embrace resetting, and Watson, now he has a chance to be able to both use his Manta and his Satanic. This is not a carry that's going to be brought down early. Lorinov goes for the kill onto the Winter Wyvern and tries to jump away, but he's still caught in the area of the Eclipse. Watson brings him down and looks for the enemy carry of 23 Savage, who is out of lead charges, and one loosened beam cuts down the rest of his HP.
Oh, those beams are so deadly, man, at this point in the game. They just do so much damage with the Conda on top of all of it, and a pretty solid jump, but Embrace, man, just bails this Luna out of the one-on-one against the BKB Mirana, and there's nothing 23 can do but look on as Watson prepares to come out of it and heal straight back up. No one will sacrifice his life, but that is a teamfight win that Cloud9 are happy to take here and push base with it.
That'll be a lane of barracks, and they can back up to do Roshan, kind of at their leisure. And if Aurora want to try and take another Roshan engagement, by all means. Cloud9 are actually not going to back up. They still have 30 seconds left for 23 Savage, so they'll go for a second lane here.
I mean, Aurora missing ults. This next team fight is not necessarily easy if Cloud9 want to commit for another lane, but safe play is go Roshan here. You just got a lot of big items. Shiva's on the Earth Spirit, Greaves for the Naga, BKB for the Winter Wyvern. 3 very strong defensive items just arriving for Cloud9 here. Why not continue the siege? No Echo Slam.
Jabs.
No Mirana.
He gets spotted by Kataomi, so he's not going to be making any initiation anytime soon. His Blink Dagger put on cooldown by the hits.
Can look for like a Fissure and a Spear back.
All 5 heroes back up. They don't go for the Spear back. A DM!
Oh,
he hits the backline with a beautiful stomp, and no one rolls in after him. Hits a beautiful Magnetize onto 4. They almost managed to burst down Watson. This time 23? It was much closer, but 23 Savage jumps after him, and he's not going to get it. He turns to kill the support, but his life is forfeit in the process.
DM just beautifully interrupts that entire engagement for Aurora, and the Spear back is nowhere near clean enough. That is just the game, I think. These glaives are just going to rip through your base. Man, Cloud9, I mean, this is a team that when they get their lineups rolling and this ball starts to hit, it is very difficult to take the 5-on-5s. And I think we saw the frustration in the teamfights here from Aurora. There were glimpses of what their lineup can do, but ultimately, you're just fighting into so many saves, so many resets, and Luna, her early game was so strong that Watson is well ahead of the Mirana in terms of the one-on-one status. He's just able to power through these Roshans, put a second life on himself, and it's just too much to cut through here for
Might be interesting. They're really thinking about it.
I mean, do you like a greedier option, like Shadow Fiend type?
Shadow Fiend?
Yeah, just to win.
That's making a statement. I'm not sure if they would want to do that, but
Shadow Fiend against Clock is rough. Oh my god.
Oh, got it. This guy
what a call.
Dota.
What a call.
He knows SEA through and through. He's seen Aurora.
Let's go for something like a Blink Yules, Kaya, Yasha type deal and maybe try and catch the Storm in the fights.
Jabs trying to fight his way out of the cogs. He has triple bracer plus a chainmail here, so he's pretty tanky to the physical damage, but the magic damage that is being provided by the Storm Spirit with the extra shield rune allows him to freely dive the tower.
7-minute wisdom.
And I think he was thinking about going for the wisdom rune, but ultimately he wouldn't have been able to do so as Lorinov has counter-rotated. On the other side of the map, he did have an attempt by Ollie to steal the wisdom rune. Katomi. Jabs, triple bracer, and a blade mail, meaning that He is just tough to get out of the lane. He's going to be able to farm a lot, and he's going to work towards his Blink Dagger as the next item.
Ganked up here.
Ollie trying to burst him down, not let him get off the repel, but he does manage to get off his full swing of abilities, and that ruins the initiation from Cloud9. The team fight goes against them initially, but with DM in the back end, does mean Aurora. Oh, they got him on the lasso. Can they kill him, though? Not with the barrier put out by the Tinker, and it's going to be Jabs who dies instead. Q, as well as 23 Savage, are still trying for it, but he had enough mana that no one is able to zip down the cliff. A fear goes out. Lornoff trying to blow up Watson. Not enough damage. The neutrals almost finish him off. He went down to like 2 HP. That was crazy close.
Skill shot player on, you know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
The warp flares and the lasers and, you know, hit these really difficult spells. In the
he definitely doesn't just sit there and spam March the Machines and barrier over and over and over again.
Found the Omni Knight.
Yeah, good kill. 23 Savage cannot protect his support.
Well, Ollie will trade his life for an observed reward.
They smoke up as a 4-man here. 23 Savage is going to show on the wave mid while the other 4 make a move and catch Fishman. Cogs locks him in, makes it a little awkward, can't actually pull the Clockwork back to his team, and the Clockwork's going to go back in with a gate coming in from the other side. Lornoff does have BKB. Cloud9 jumped in and jumped out. A gate that came in from behind, and he does actually go through it. Hits him with the big pit on 4, then backs away. Cloud9 did a great job. I would say another difference between game 1 and this game is also the fact that Aurora feel a lot better going late game, right? I think, just because difference between Wind Ranger and Luna, they also have like SF and Morphling scaling up. Like I feel like the pressure is on Cloud9 to be more active than they were. Yeah. Tempted go on to 23 Savage with the Orchid. Not going to be good enough initially, but with the follow-up there, Shackle Shot, Hook Shot, Cox pushing him backwards, Rod of Atos holding him in, then a pit, and a disable after disable after disable that will finally bring down the Morphling.
Just infinite root ability. Need the BKB on the Morph to even play this game at this point. That's a big pickoff. You say you're happy you're going late here if you're Aurora, but... Okay, here's the play you were asking for. The smoke to top.
Will it be good? Will it be good to smoke into an Underlord next to a tier 2 tower? Is Cloud9 going to rotate back to it? No, because they found something else. They were also making an aggressive move. They ran into the Centaur, and Jabs is going to be able to get off his full swing of spells. He may still be dead, but his team is coming into it. Fisherman really goes and hits the hook shot onto the Omni Knight. A Requiem goes out, but most of the Cloud9 heroes have already popped their BKBs and backed away, and they're trying to get 23 Savage. Big burst of damage, though, brings down no one. They do manage to hit a Shackle. Ooh, that finished them off. A big crit from Watson. Nails him right as 23 Savage is looking to wave farm away, and another rune comes out. The SF, we talked about it, once the BKBs are down, there is seemingly infinite number of disables. A Shackle Shot that lands. Can anybody stop Watson? No, he just mows down hero after hero after hero.
Watson, God, he just absolutely took this fight over. Relevant as Cloud9 are just going to force the fight, but you do have high ground positioning here. If you can protect your Omni Knight, this is the type of setup that could work for Aurora. Yeah, they're going to do it. I think this is the correct decision, but you have to be fast on the clicking. You have to pop your BKBs if the fight comes to you, and you have to think about the hook shot contesting Roshan.
The gate right next to the pits. They're about to finish up the Roshan. Can they get there in time? No one. Hook shot goes out, but he grabbed the Aegis. 23 Savage. Now it's an opportunity to win the fight with 2 lives. Lornoff already hitting the big Requiem. Watson's dicing him up, though. This Whirlwind is kicking in. The SF inside of the pit. Heels coming out. Ollie in the corner trying to save Lornoff's life, and he doesn't. He gets the SF out of there. Jabs is still stuck, though, as is the support. Ollie has been left behind by his cores. 23 Savage is still around. Not sure where he went to, but it looks like he is angling for DM. That's not going to happen. Too many disables, and he's going to lose his first life. And on his second life, is there anything he can do about it? No one's around to be able to help him out. Well, no one himself. The Storm Spirit is going to go for it. Nice Shackle Shot. Ollie is here on the side, but if he shows himself, he's dead, and it probably wouldn't save 23 Savage anyway.
Not enough gas in the tank to tank the second half
carrier and super tanky. And then 23 Savage also tried to put damage on the Overlord. Didn't work. Obviously, his damage being cut down quite heavily by the Atrophy Aura. So this combination of just disgusting amount of sustain. Barrier after barrier after barrier. Defense matrix on all of these heroes from the side of Cloud9. You've got pipes going around, you've got heals, you've got Greaves, he's got the individual heal of the Holy Locket as well, and he's got a Scythe of Ice. Get the grab on the Wind Ranger, try and blow him up with the Requiem. Is it all gonna be enough? So much commitment, but Watson is fine. He went down to about half HP and has about 2,000 HP and barriers left, and now he pushes forward, pops his Whirlwind, pops his Satanic, heals himself back up to full, and you have blown your initiation as Aurora. You don't really get a second chance now.
On cooldown for a minute here. You know, right before that fight started, I was about to say, you have to find this Tinker. They did not find the Tinker.
No.
And you can't kill anybody if you don't find this guy. This is what makes this hero broken on a certain level. It's find Tinker or bust, and this hero's very difficult to find at this point.
In the trees, defense matrix for everybody, a little bit of Solar Crest action. I mean, Aurora, if you want to take this fight, it feels like you have to be able to smoke wraparound or something. I mean, you said the Bat Rider has got to be hunting his counterpart in the Tinker, and I'm not sure if we've seen that interaction once.
You just have no dispel for all these barriers and everything going out. Like, you don't really have a Hex of your own. So even if you're pulling Watson into Requiem, there's just not a lot of long-term control there. And Tinker's just going to keep throwing out these barrier shields. He's going to keep healing you with Greaves, Locket, Matrix. Someone's getting warp flared.
I mean, MKB would go a long ways if he could get it. But he's spotted right as he's about to complete it on the hard camp. He just needed a little bit more farm to complete the MKB. Gets caught in the act with 2 lanes of barracks already down. No buyback available. It is inevitable at this point that Cloud9 will get Megas.
You had one team fight left in you, and that might have just been it.
Q, he's gonna go for it. Look at the damage. It's nothing. Not a damn thing they can do to Watson with so much effective HP put on this guy. No 23 Savage, no carry to actually get you there. And that will be a 2-0 for Cloud9. I mean, I feel like they were the favorites coming into this series, and they absolutely showed why.
This team has a near immaculate record at this event so far. They are picking what they know how to play, making it look really strong. They're playing some of the meta heroes, some of the off-meta heroes. They're winning lanes. They have some of the highest KDA players. They have won a lot in a row right now. This team has momentum. If you are not watching Cloud9 right now and afraid of facing this team, you do not know what's coming for you.